leaving the house. One of the first times to go somewhere other than the supermarket. It's one of my favourite places. Going to the garden centre. We got another beautiful white rose and May have also picked up a carrot cake. Going to slice into this one. We haven't had lunch. This is a bit dangerous. How cute was all? He got me a card for hitting 40,000 for a 40-year-old. It's been a few hours. You may be able to hear all drilling or hammering above me. I've actually just been up to see him and he's been getting on whilst I've been editing this week's video, and I was like, oh, do you want me to come and help up here, or are you kind of like in your own groove, want to get in the way? And he was like, yeah, just get in the way. So I was like, okay, all right then, I'll do some tidying up, because to be honest the house is an absolute bomb site, because we cleared the red room. We need to still take all of that down to the shed and just, you know, like general weekly maintenance, but I'll spare you guys that because it's definitely not the most riveting content, and I'll take you up later and show you what Ollie's been up to. He's hoping to finish the paneling today, which would be amazing because then I can paint it in the morning. I've had these lights saved for the top floor bedroom for a while. Oops, sorry, it's a terrible sound. And they've just arrived, and really unfortunately, I don't think they're right. I don't know if you can tell, but they're so, they don't look as bad on camera, but they're really orange in comparison to our like antique brass fixtures. And it said antique brass, but to me, that is copper. There you go, you can tell a little bit better next to this one how orange it is, which is such a shame because there's going to be quite a bit of antique brass in that top floor, so I can't have this not matching. I think it's about 7 o'clock now. Ollie's just come down and said that he's broken the nail gun, which is a bit of a pain because I don't think that we can get it returned on its warranty at the moment, but we'll have to check that out. I've been cleaning and reorganizing all the cupboards. You'll have to excuse the dishwasher in the background because I'm cleaning up a few things. I don't think I've ever shown you inside our cupboards. This is the one that we use for all of our glasses and mugs and kind of like takeaway cups at the top. And then this corner one we use for Tupperware. I've got like some really gorgeous tins here, and then things that we don't use all of the time, like this is some like nice picnic bits, our nice fancy plates, and actually we usually have a few more bits in there, but they're currently in the dishwasher as well as the glasses. And then below we have our pots and pans and colanders. Next to that we have kind of baking trays and chopping boards. Actually this one's just that perfect little size for them. And then the next one that I need to clear out is this one, which is a bit of a disaster at the moment. This is the one cupboard which just does not stay tidy. This is where I got to before the gun died. Unfortunately, quite a bit still to go. This may come to a bit of a shock to you guys, but we are popping paneling up in the hallway in this like space that we rent out. I can't remember if I told you, but our bathroom upstairs, when the boiler went in, they didn't actually fix the pipe properly. We had to have them come out in an emergency. I think I might have mentioned it. Anyway, it was dripping down here and it was soaking through this wall, and this wall actually got in quite bad condition. I don't know why, maybe because it was a external wall, and we just decided that it was better now that the damp is gone to do the paneling out here too, which we were originally going to do anyway, matching the same as the bathroom. And Ollie's been popping that up. You just need to do the strips now, don't you, Ol?
Yeah, almost done.
Yeah, and then that's pretty much done. Then I'll paint that. And I have been running all of this down to the shed. I've already taken our bin shed down, but I need to take all of these boxes down now. There's not actually too much. Ol's working out here, and then we want to work to clear this area as well. If you spied my beautiful flower arrangement, it's looking good, isn't it? This is all to go in the attic. Paneling is finished, and now it's time for me to paint. I'm priming it first in the white. apparently, despite not looking that happy here, this is Ollie's happy dance that the paneling is finished. One of the top coat done. You can really see how it's coming together now. I just need to caulk it this evening and then obviously do another coat tomorrow. And my superstar has been working up here whilst I've been doing that. It's hot, isn't it? You look hot. Yeah. Putting together all of the paneling in this room. Oh my gosh, it's looking so good in here.
Putting the first panels up was definitely the most enjoyable. Because it instantly changed from horrible wall to nice wood. This bit's taking so much longer.
It's all the little fiddly bits now though, isn't it? It'll be great once we start filling it in and painting it though. And tonight we're going to reward ourselves with takeout.
Are we?
Yeah.
What are we having?
We're having burger.
Chicken?
Yes. Some plucky or something like that. Something yummy. Anyway, enough about our dinner. Let's get back to work. It is actually about, what is the time?
Probably 10 past 6.
10 past 6.
Still gotta keep going.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we've got a lot more to do. Hello. It is Monday now and I'm kind of kicking myself that I didn't film yesterday. But it was one of those days that it was so hectic. I don't even remember what happened. I feel like I was just in some kind of trance of getting things done and just like go, go, go. But this toilet is looking so different now. Also, I can't believe we've had so much toilet talk over the last kind of 2 videos that I've put up. But I've spent a lot of time in this room the last few days and sometimes it's very weird to think that 20,000 people have seen this room. And in the last one also saw me writing a card to my dog. Life is a bit bizarre sometimes, but let me flip you around, show you where we are because I'm gonna get out of this dress and get painting. It's gone. Doesn't it look so much brighter? We have a new toilet in, which by the way needs a toilet seat. That needs to be totally taken off. And also some normal flooring. So this is actually just a hand-me-down from a family member who needed just like a little offcut for an ensuite temporarily, and they had to buy a whole roll of excuse me, vinyls. So we were lucky enough to get this. Unfortunately, it doesn't match the bathroom. I was so gutted. We were just a little bit off it fitting, but I really didn't want to have a line in here where it would cut. So it would like cut somewhere here. So we could have done it in 2 sections. But for cleaning a toilet, I just thought that that wasn't probably the nicest idea. So we are actually putting a trim all around the edge here. So that will neaten that off. And one thing that we desperately need for a loo, which is important for any toilet, is a door. We need to pop the door back on here. But yeah, so it's all been, this is just the primer that we've painted onto it. Obviously need to change that over there and do the ceiling. I love when we paint white that you can see how dirty everything else is in the house. And this is probably giving away a lot for the bathroom renovation, but this is the colour that we went for in there and I absolutely adore it. I totally love it. I could buy it online whilst all of this was happening. It came straight to my door. It's called Denim Drift and the coverage is insane on wood, so I'm not even sure if I'll have to do 2 coats, but I'll definitely be doing 1, and then I'm going to keep the window surround white, but I think I might do that first because obviously it's already white and I won't have to worry about like kind of like lapping over with the paints. And this definitely needs a good clean. I also need to get this off and just freshen it up. I'm not sure if I made any sense then. If I didn't, I'm sorry. I am totally exhausted, but kind of in a good way. We've learned with the house, and I think it's something, oh dear, I just dropped that right in the paint. It's something that we learned from the beginning, is that for us, we find that if we push ourselves really, really hard and get a task done quite quickly, it's so much easier in the long run, because when we've done things over time and slowly, you kind of get bored with it, you lose the umph, you lose the motivation. Whereas if you're like, right, we're doing this toilet this weekend, it's gonna get done, it's gonna get finished with. It's hard, but you do get it done and it feels really good. It feels good to have it over with, I guess. One coat done. Also all of the woodwork I've done, all of the white around here and over by the loo. I've just taken that off of the loo so that I can paint behind it, so you can really patch it at the back there, because I've literally just painted it. But this is looking pretty good on this side, and I've decided to go for the ceiling. I was thinking of doing the ceiling anyway, but darker paint hides a lot of sin, so I thought that I'd just go with it. We are changing the light fixture, so we'll get that done tonight. Oh, I've just seen that I missed a bit there. I'm gonna just touch that up now. Hey guys, before we get into today, I wanted to sit down and have a chat to you about this week, because this week has been quite the eye-opener for me, and I think so many. I'm talking about the Black Lives Matter movement, which has been spurred on by George Floyd's killing in the US. And I will say that before this week, I would have said that I was not racist and had a good understanding. And I will say now that I was definitely naive to that, seeing everything that has come out in the news, and from that, taking it upon myself to start learning more. And since I've started learning more, my eyes have really been opened to the situation, and right now that's really still surface deep, especially with the political side of things, which I feel like I've just about touched on, but I still have a huge amount to learn. I know now that it is not okay to just say that you're not racist, but you have to be actively anti-racist, and that's something that I really want to work on myself moving forward. This movement has already brought about so much change for me personally, and I think a number of people. I think it's really important for us to be able to stand back and really listen and learn at this stage, and that's what I've been taking the week to do. I'm going to be linking some of the most poignant ones that I have found, so petitions to sign, donations. I have donated to the Equal Justice Initiative, which is a non-profit organisation in the US which helps to give legal support to those who may have been wrongly convicted of crime, or to those who perhaps aren't able to afford legal representation. Books and audiobooks that I've been listening to, I prefer personally to listen. I feel like I can absorb information more easily, and also films, documentaries. If I can ask you to do one thing after this video, please watch 13th. It is absolutely mind-blowing. It talks about the history of racial inequality in the US. And after reading that, I really felt very ignorant to the situation, but at the same time enlightened. I'm glad that I had seen it. And I'm going to be leaving a lot of information in the description box below. Please do leave me a comment with any other interesting information that I may have missed. And change needs to happen. I do believe that that can start small, but it has to start, and we do need to talk about it. And for me to continue this journey of change, I'm going to be listening to another audiobook today while I strip this wallpaper in the hallway. It's needed to come down for a long time. I'm looking forward to getting stuck into a good book and just having a day of wallpaper stripping. This is one of the most satisfying jobs in the house, so I hope this wallpaper comes down pretty easily today. For a long time I wanted to get down this light, and it's one of those things you think that you're going to do straight away when you move in somewhere. Well, we didn't, but it's coming down now, hopefully anyway. Ooh. Probably should have worn gloves, but goodbye. And this is pretty much where I've got to. I've made a massive mess. You probably can't really tell, but the ceiling has come off. There you can see there where it's been taken down to. And taken off just the top part of the paint so far, because I find that's easier to do dry without the steamer, and then to go in with the steamer and strip it right back. Actually, the top section comes back a lot easier for some reason than the bottom one. You can see where this one, I think, is because it's been painted over and over and over for years, and it just comes off in lots of tiny little pieces. But I feel like these sections are kind of deceiving, because although it's only really a small hallway, they still are quite tall ceilings. But anyway, got it away, and actually good news is that they're not looking so bad. Like, the walls are in semi-good condition, apart from a few little holes. I've got one there and one here where I kind of hacked it away with the scraper. That was my fault. But other than that, I think these walls will be able to be patched up just fine. It looks so much brighter in here already, even though I feel like the pink wasn't actually that dark. But yeah, hopefully I'll have this off. Well, not today actually. Today I'm giving up on the de-wallpapering for now. It's hot this week, which is hard to do with the steaming, and I think next week is supposed to get a lot cooler, and I feel like I'm the only person that is excited for it to get colder, because we're working inside all the time and can't really enjoy the garden. But yeah, I've got a delivery to show you before I sign off this week, so let me take you downstairs and show you that. I mean, this is the kind of thing that I get really excited about now. This is for our top floor. How beautiful are these? So they're going to go in the new windows that we've put in, and we're hoping to get started on the top floor again soon, but I'm going to let you know about that in next week's video. So these are from the wonderful Sandy. Sandy actually watches my videos, so hi Sandy. And she's been helping us out with our curtains in the house. She owns a lovely, like, it's a beautiful curtain boutique. I think it's actually called the Curtain Boutique, but I'll leave all of her details below. And she's been so amazing at this time, because obviously we couldn't go and see her or look at samples, so she could send out samples in the post and deal with it all online, which obviously when you can't go anywhere is amazing, especially when you don't know a huge amount about curtain dressing. Window dressing, I meant. Window dressing with curtains or blinds. Being a first-time homeowner, it's just a bit of a minefield, to be honest, but dressing windows I think is one of the most important parts of a room. Case in point, this living room, the curtains just don't do it justice, especially when you have quite big Victorian windows. Just putting the wrong curtains or blinds doesn't make sense, so we really want to get it right in the rooms that we're doing properly from the top down. Can you tell I'm just super happy? So as you can see as well, we picked sorry, I was moving around a lot then. We picked a very neutral colour. This is the rug. So this rug we originally picked to go upstairs. So probably when the upstairs is done, we will move this one upstairs and get another one for the living room, but you can see how beautifully they go together. And I'm absolutely dying to get these up there now, but hopefully it won't be too long. But I'll update you in next week's video about the top floor, and I think I will probably sign off now and pick you up again for next week. I hope you're all well, having a lovely weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye.